Hello and welcome back to Hockey Talks. I'm Carl. It's Dave. Today we're going to dive in to the NHL playoffs again. What's going down and give you the latest scoop on what's happening. We're going to go maybe jump into WHL a little bit at the end here. We'll see what kind of time we have. But first of all, Dave, there were some comments made by an analyst, a well-known analyst, a Canadian guy. He used to play for the Montreal Canadiens, Nashville Predators, by the name of PK Subban. He's made some relatively, uh, questionable comments, according to some people, about the Brad Marchand injury, where Sam Bennett, some would say blindsided him on the side of the head, and he sustained an injury from that. Dave, you were kind of following what PK Subban was saying.
PK.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I think it's interesting, yeah, because I mean it was just like a side comment where he was talking about how he had it coming. Marchand had it coming. And
oh, yeah.
coming from a Leafs fan, it's not like it's nice to see him get rocked and hit like that. But it's also nice to remember that the game is the game, and when somebody gets a serious injury like that, it's not like they have it coming. I mean, jokes aside, as Marchand, I don't really see him as like a headhunter. He might throw some elbows every once in a while, but it's not like he's gunning out to, kill people out there.
He's just a weird
Um,
guy. Does some
so
weird
so that
things and
yeah,
questionable at some
like
point.
licking people. I'll go to that one again,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
He'll get on people's nerves and then run away from a fight. He'll maybe have some elbows and stuff. I know there's, a long NHL career that people have recorded of him. I'm definitely not taking his side, although I don't know if Subban was serious or whether it was like fluff talk when he says, he had it coming.
Yeah,
So I
well,
guess what are your thoughts on an analyst saying that somebody got hit and could be seriously injured, saying that, oh, because I think a lot of people see that and hear that as, oh, they deserve it.
PK
So
has been known to not be shy on his comments, right? He'll comment and pretty much say what he wants to say, which actually makes him one of the more interesting analysts, right, on the
mhm.
panel. But yeah, I mean, as to go for his comments, I think he's just trying to get people to start looking at it, and like if he has it coming. I mean, a lot of people with Brad Marchand, either it's a love-hate relationship. If you're a Bruins fan, you absolutely love it, right? If you're any other team, say my Vancouver Canucks, you bring back to 2011, absolutely not. But it's I don't know. I think the hit on Marchand might have been a little dirty, and sure, some people could say, okay, you have it coming. He plays a hard, physical game, but that hit I don't think was warranted. I think that was pretty dangerous. And I mean, maybe he didn't mean to contact him that hard, but you could see it was a swing and directly to the side of his head, which obviously when he tried to get up, it was affecting him quite a bit. But he
so
seems to
so
be back on
let's
the ice and skating
yeah,
again.
let's if we were to remove the sensitivity from it though, the little filter, um, let's be honest. Did he have it coming? You know, I think when you play the style of Marchand, people are going to want to hit you hard. They're going to
Yeah,
want to go over the edge because of everything you're doing. It's
yeah.
like it's kind of like two cars driving side by side. The one car is following all the rules and the other car is breaking the law. When that car speeds by the other car, you wouldn't mind seeing them get a ticket. And if they did, they would have had it coming. Unfortunately, if you were to see him get into a huge, horrific traffic accident and serious things happen, it would still be unfortunate, but that car would still have it coming, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so at that, when you think of it that way, I could see, Subban's point of view,
Yeah.
where let's remove the sensitivity from it. Maybe he didn't mean like, oh, he deserved to get injured and hurt, but more or less, he had it coming because of his play style. When you
But
play on the edge like that, people are going to want to headhunt you,
I think
you know?
Subban's comments come from a lot of playing against Brad Marchand, especially playing on
Yeah.
Canadian for most of his career, right? So he would see Brad Marchand a lot during his career. So maybe there was still a little bit of
Little
Uh,
salt.
yeah, little salt from what Marchand did to him versus I guess what
Yeah.
he did to Marchand. But I mean, Marchand has always played that tough physical presence, and everybody hates playing against him. But and they always want a piece of him when he's on the ice, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I think Subban's just voicing his opinions coming from when he played against him. I think that's all that is, though. Um, but yeah, as for the comments, I would not think too deeply into that. Just being the fact that
Well,
Subban is a vocal and he will just say what a lot of people are probably thinking, to be
yeah.
honest.
And at the end of it all, in the playoffs, there are a lot of injuries that happen. This is something we talked about before. Vancouver's been having to deal with a lot of these injuries with the two goaltenders out. And they have, what's that backup goaltender's name again?
Casey DeSmith and
The other one.
Arthur Sheloff.
Oh, okay.
Arthur
Yeah.
Sheloff.
So he's in net right now.
He's in that right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's the one doing a stand-up job, but they did lose last game though against Edmonton Oilers.
They did. Yeah.
What do you think of that game?
um, well, it was once again, I think the Canucks they're getting outplayed. I think they got outplayed big time in that game. And their goals didn't come until again the last like 10 minutes of the third period,
Yeah.
which they tied it up. But then of course Edmonton scores within what a lot or a few seconds or a few couple minutes or something in the
Yeah, it
third.
was close.
It was a close end of the game where Bouchard had a slapper that went in. But I don't know. Yeah, they need to find a game. And Rick Tockett's comments. Did you hear Rick Tockett's comments on that?
No.
There's a he commented that there was several passengers hanging out on the team, which is the case. And he singled out Elias Pettersson, which I completely agree with. Where is Elias Pettersson? Where is he? He hasn't done anything. He's had one goal, maybe and a couple of assists, I do believe, in the entire playoff so far. Where did he go? He has not shown anything. And Rick Tocchet called him out and called out. He didn't mention any other names, but he mentioned that there was at least several passengers that were just hanging out and that need to see more from if they want to compete in this series. Because right now,
So,
after last game, they got completely dismantled, and yeah, they should be doing a lot better than that.
but the previous game though, do you think that they deserve that win as well?
Probably
Where the
not.
goaltender saved, what was it, 46 shots or
Yeah,
43
yeah.
shots or
Once
something?
again,
Yeah.
the guys are
So
not showing up.
I think the games it's at 2-2, but I really do think it's like they need to start playing,
Yeah,
as a team. What do you think about him calling out Pedersen like that though? Like he used his name, you said? Do you think that's
yeah.
maybe not like an ethical thing to do? Like what I mean is, do you think that it's going to make Pedersen play harder
I think
if
so.
they single him out like that?
I think it's a good thing that he does it.
Yeah.
I'm sure what he said to the media there has nothing in comparison to what he said in the room. I'm sure it's a lot harder and a lot harsher in the room than it is in the media, right?
Breaking out the whips, eh?
Right, absolutely. So I think calling out Pedersen because he has to do better. Even Pedersen admitted he has to be better, and he knows that he's not doing a lot. And Rick Tocchet has called him out, and I think it's going to be beneficial for him to to figure something out. He's got to get going. But they did make some changes tonight. They put Pedersen up on the third line now,
Oh yeah.
with or the second line now with oh boy, Connor Garland and I can't remember who else they put him on there with, but I'll figure that out. But yeah, they made
They're
some
switching
changes.
things up then.
They're
Yeah.
switching some things up yet before the game. He said he wasn't afraid to make moves, and he did a few changes. Brought Nils Höglander back into the lineup. So we will see again what happens tonight. But once again, I'm pretty sure Arthur Shelov's starting for the Canucks, and it is also who's the Edmonton goaltender? Wow. Um, the third string.
So the
The
third string Edmonton Oilers, second string
second
Edmonton
string.
Oilers. Yeah.
Yeah, because Stewart's sitting again. But
Okay.
sorry, I'm blanking on that name. I'll figure that
That's
out.
fine.
But yeah, anyways, we'll see
It'll
how this
be a
game
good
goes.
game.
It's going to
Yeah.
be in Vancouver. I think the Caps pretty much have to take this one. If they don't win tonight, I think the series is over for them. So I think it's
No, I
all.
think they have to. It's a best of seven, Carl. They have to win another game. Yeah.
Oh, because I think if they don't win tonight, Edmonton's going to pick it up and clean it up in Edmonton,
In game six in Edmonton.
game
Yeah.
six. But if they
Okay.
do win tonight, I think it's going to go to a game seven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. Have to
Well,
see
we
how
shall.
they play tonight. But
I
there
mean,
are some other. Oh,
all the series are still going,
yeah, yeah. All of them
right?
are. Yes, yeah, they
None
all
have
are still
finished.
going. Yep, none
And
have finished.
yeah, what do you think of Colorado's bounce back where they finally got a win yesterday again? So I
Yeah,
think the
well,
series is at 3-2. Am I right? For
3-2.
Dallas?
Yep, that's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, 3-2. Yeah, Colorado had a bounce back. It didn't look so promising early in the game, but
No.
Colorado stormed back, and thanks to McCarr getting 2 goals and McKinnon to make the insurance goal on that game, and they're
Yeah.
right back in it. Right back
Yeah,
in
we'll
it,
see how
going
that one
to,
goes.
yeah,
That's been a good series though. Both,
yeah,
oh man,
been a
those
great
teams are
series.
so talented.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
whoever
the
comes
winner
out
of
of
those
there,
two teams that goes and plays the Canadians, right?
yeah,
Vancouver at Edmonton. Yeah.
Vancouver or Edmonton, yeah.
What a series. That's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic, yeah. It's some good hockey right now, really good hockey. Yeah, whoever comes out of Colorado Dallas series is probably gonna be beat up and tired,
Yeah.
so which makes
But I
it
mean, same with every series though,
same with
right? They're
Edmonton and
all
Vancouver though, right?
it's
Like you got
and same
two,
with Boston and Florida.
and
Like
Boston and Florida as
I
well,
was
right?
calling Boston would win one game. Oh, not sorry, I didn't call this, but I called it after Boston had won one game. I was like, Florida's just gonna get four in a row. And then they won another one. And it's like, hey,
Yeah,
hang on here. Like what's
yeah, yeah. Series
what's
is
going
tied three
on?
two as well in
Yeah.
that. So it's going to be a really, really tight
And
series all around.
Carolina's on the verge of tying the series tonight.
Yeah, they might be.
As of or tonight Thursday, as of recording, it's 3-1 for Carolina. So
Yeah, yeah. So they're looking to push a game seven here.
yeah.
Boston will try again on Friday to push a game seven. We will see where that goes. I think Florida, I think is going to come out hot, and they're going to want to finish that series tomorrow. So
Yeah.
my bold prediction, Florida finishes it tomorrow, Friday. I do believe they play Friday, so I think they're going to finish it off. Um, yeah, but we'll find out.
Which, knowing what you know right now, if you were to put money on it, which four teams would you say would win each series?
Well,
So let's start with Vancouver, Edmonton.
well, see this one's the biggest toss up for me, I think. Uh, Mainly because the series has literally been back and forth. So if I were to go on that, um, I would say Vancouver. I would say Vancouver. If we could just do this back and forth thing this entire
Okay.
time, then Vancouver.
And Colorado, Dallas.
Colorado, Dallas. That's also tough. But
It's tough.
I just don't see McKinnon stopping. I think they're going to get a game seven out of it, and
And they'll win it.
I think Colorado is going to win it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
too
think
much
Colorado's going to
firepower.
win it. Too much firepower. I don't think McKinnon's going to settle.
And then the next one is Carolina, New York Rangers.
Rangers and Carolina. Um, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I honestly
Obviously,
think Rangers
we're guessing that Carolina will win tonight, so we'll go to game seven.
game
Which team do you
seven.
think would win? Yeah.
I think the Rangers will take it.
Yeah.
I think the Rangers will take it. Yeah.
How awesome would that be if it's overtime? Oh,
Oh, yeah,
what a
fantastic.
game.
Overtime game seven. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't ask for much more than that, which that
Yeah.
series could definitely do. That series has been tight all the way
It's
through.
been, but yeah, exactly.
Like tight, like overtime, I think 3 out of the 5 games so far has
Yeah.
been to overtime. It's crazy. So that one I think could go to overtime again. But
And then that leaves the Boston and Florida, but you said Florida already.
I think Florida, yeah, I think Florida will take it in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you for most of them, but just to be a little bit different, I think Edmonton's going to win tonight, and they're going to win game six. I also think Dallas is going to finish it off the next game.
Yeah.
But Florida, I agree with, and just to be different, I'll go Carolina. There
Hey,
we
there
go.
you go. Well, you know what? It is a toss-up between those two. Like those teams
Yeah.
are so close.
Flip a coin.
Pretty much flip a coin, yeah. But I do think it's going to go to game 7
Yeah.
in that series. So yeah, well, we'll see how that plays out. Um, barring no injuries on any team. But I think those are we're gonna see probably I'm gonna guess Florida. If they face the Rangers, that's gonna be another coin
Oh,
flip. Florida
yeah.
and New York. Oh, that's gonna be a New York's playing
Any
such
any
good
teams
hockey
going
right
against each
now.
other, even Carolina against Florida,
Even
Carolina
Carolina
against
against Florida.
Boston, New
Carolina,
York
oh
against
yeah, yeah.
Boston, any team. Like it's such a crazy year. We have such high tier, high caliber teams playing this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's almost too bad with Colorado and Dallas though. Those two are such high caliber teams, and it's too bad they have to. One of them has to go at the end of
But
this
it's
week.
fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
but
It's
it's
fun
fun.
watching
It's
which
fun
one
though.
goes.
But yeah,
Exactly.
it's fun
Yeah.
watching those teams battle it out. Same with Vancouver and Edmonton. It's been an incredible series, and it's all been 1 goal games. Every single
Yeah.
game, a 1 goal game. But see what it is tonight as Vancouver hosts Edmonton here in game 6. Um, and as well as Carolina and Rangers are also playing a game 6 tonight.
I
Carolina, like you
think
said, was leading.
Edmonton, Vancouver is game 5.
Edmonton, Vancouver is game 5. That's correct. Yeah, my apologies. It is game 5 tonight.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it is game 5 tonight as the series is tied 2-2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
want to
had
dive
something
into
in the
this
WHL you wanted to
WHL
mention?
stuff a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're a WHL fan, you can't help but notice how good these Moose Jaw Warriors are. Like they made some changes at the trade deadline this winter here, moving a bunch of draft picks to bring in a bunch of talented guys that have been scouts in the NHL uh, to bring a bunch of talent into this team. And just they had a tough series against Saskatoon Blades, but squeaked one out in overtime in game 7, which was
Yeah.
a thrilling ending for them. But the Moose Jaw Warriors went on to play the Portland Winterhawks in the uh, the WHL final. They
Mhm.
closed out the series last night with a 4-0 sweep over the Portland Winterhawks in the
Wow.
WHL final. So now they are off to the Memorial Cup, which starts, I believe, would be the 25th, I do believe. They're playing in
Is it next
Michigan
Friday?
the following Friday, I do believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
the following Friday. So yeah, they start there. They're playing the host in Michigan. But we will see how how they
See how
fare
they
against
fare.
there because I think everybody that's in this Memorial Cup right now swept their final series. So
Oh,
it's
so
going to
it's not
be
even like it's one-sided or nothing, hey? They're all
no.
just
So Moose
insanely
Jaw
skilled
swept
teams.
every other league
Wow.
in the final, swept their series to win and get to the Memorial Cup. So that is going to be a battle. It's going to be a fun Memorial Cup.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
No,
Absolutely.
it's going to be a blast. It's been a lot of fun following this WHL throughout the season and to see them climb and get in. The first time in 40 years since they've been a franchise, they've won this cup, won the
Yeah.
WHL title. So
So
they did
we'll
a
make sure
lot
to
of
talk.
celebrating.
Yeah, we'll make sure and talk a little bit about that next week,
Yeah, we'll talk
as
about it
well
next
as
week here before the tournament gets started and all the
yeah,
matchups and stuff as they come in and once they're all set in stone, we'll get you set for the Memorial Cup next week.
make some
Um,
maybe predictions or something,
yeah, we'll see if we can make
and
some
then
early predictions of what's going
by
on. And
then we'll be hopefully maybe in the next round of the playoffs too, I think.
yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think I think it should fall. So we are to the next round of the playoffs as that approaches.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. There's always good
Yeah.
times around the hockey world. Dave, once again, another great show. But that's about all the time we've got for tonight. Thanks again for joining us here on Hockey Talks, and we will see you next time.
Adios.